I thought this was a troll at first, but apparently this is a real thing. There was a lot of people testing this Google AI on Twitter, formerly known as X, and it was like these people or this AI is struggling to show white people. Now, apparently this has been acknowledged as reported by Fox Business. Google is to pause Gemini image generation after AI refuses to show images of white people. Google will pause it. That's just repeating what I said. The Alphabet-owned company apologized Wednesday after users on social media flagged that Gemini's image generator was creating inaccurate historical images that sometimes replace white people with images of Black, Native American, and Asian people. We're aware that Gemini is offering inaccuracies in some historical image generation depictions. And that's what they said on Wednesday. Now, we all know this is the case. When generated, reading this, it says, when the user agreed to see images, Gemini provided several pictures of notable Black people throughout history. And that seemed to work just fine. But when it came to people that are more fair in skin, it looks like you got some conflicting results. Now, a lot of this has to do with, now I don't think they'll ever admit it, but a lot of this has to do with the DEI push and all of that. I know this whole AI craze is something that a lot of people are jumping on board with. And if you think that the DEI and all of that hyper emphasis and hyper focus is going to be completely absent of that, or they're not going to consider that in how they're tweaking and making these sort of AI and the prompts it is that you enter in, you are absolutely crazy. That has everything to do with it. So this, I mean, let's think about it. We see this everywhere else, because when you hear this whole diversity and inclusion, really, let's be honest, a lot of that just means less, particularly straight white dudes is really all that term ends up meaning. And they are trying to make sure that this, it's not even accurate representation. Like, it's not anything that's ever like proportionate to the populace or anything. It never has anything to do with that. It has more to do with over correction. If there is the need to be a correction at all, because I look at disparity, and I think humans should, anybody should look at disparity as just a thing that can naturally occur. It wasn't until this hyper emphasis where, well, people see that there's a certain makeup and now there's something wrong. There's something that's a problem. But what do you think? Google AI is at least acknowledging the problem, or at least they have. They haven't explicitly stated it, but they say, hey, some historical inaccuracies. And we know, yeah, your AI for some reason doesn't want to form white people for whatever reason. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios. Next up, possibly our most anticipated book thus far, Yaira.